Hey, by the way, tonight's game, New York wins that outright.
You know he's on top. Million subs, he never gonna flop. Out of Chicago, where the streets don't sleep. Betting on games, making cash real deep. Crystal ball for sports, he knows the lines. He's a sports aficionado, the money he finds. From football to basketball, he's always on point. Predicting winners never disappoints. He's got that hustle, that Chicago vibe. Making moves on the streets, cash on the side. With E, you know it's always a bet. He's the king of the game, never forget.
Hello and welcome to the Etoft21Sports Show for May 26th. How is everyone doing? My name is Eric. I'm the man behind Etoft21Sports. Absolutely loaded episode for you today. My boy Gino will have his horse racing bet of the day from Penn National, and the pride of Wisconsin, Okane, is going to come on the show. Him and I are going to share our best bets for Wednesday and have a weekend takeaway. But before we can get to all that, I would like to say thank you to the sponsor of the show, ProphetX. Guys, if you're not using ProphetX, go to the App Store, download the app, use promo code ETOFT21. That way they know old Uncle Rico sent you. Guys, this peer-to-peer betting exchange, this is where it is. Lines are better. Everything is better. A big article came out saying how action on books is down for MLB. It's all because of this peer-to-peer stuff. ProphetX. Use the app, download it, use the promo code ETOFT21. That way they know old Uncle Rico sent you. Now let's see what Gino has cooking for us over at Penn National.
Good racing this weekend at Penn National on Friday night. They have one of their biggest nights of the year, a couple stakes races. One of them is in race 5. It is the Penn Oaks mile on the turf course. The one Vacoma View is a filly. She had a brutal trip last time out on March the 28th at Gulfstream Park. She was sitting down on the inside. She got shuffled back badly. You just look at the running line. She lost a ton of position. She was 4th, about 2 lengths off. And then because a horse in front of her was tiring, backed up right into her. She ends up losing like 3 lengths. She has to come all the way back on again. Thought it was a really good effort from her. Some sneaky trouble. She's 4-1 on the morning line in here. When you kind of go through the field, I think she might be the 3rd choice, with money coming in for Final Accord, and money's going to come in for Bandiagra, who's a new face. But I think the one's really interesting. If she's anything 5-2 or above, that's a great price on Vacoma View. Friday night, Penn National, race number 5. Make sure you head on over to drf.com for everything you need. And then next week, we'll be talking some Belmont stakes, as the field is getting assembled right now, and the Belmont is going to be the big focus for next weekend. Good luck playing the races this weekend, and always tune in for the best info in sports from Eric.
Make sure that you give my boy Gino a follow at It's Me, Gino B. He's actually going to be on my podcast next week. We're going to be diving into the Belmont and whatnot, but that's for next week. Right now, I'd like to welcome the pride of Milwaukee, the man who's going through an emotional time right now. His favorite basketball player wants to be traded, and his favorite best player on his football team is probably going to go to jail and never play again. So let's welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Okane, to the show. How you doing, my man?
All I can do to that is
nice little tasty beverage.
Yeah, we're going whiskey tonight. Bad times in Wisconsinville right now.
So
outside of the Brewers, I don't have a whole lot of positives.
All right, so let's start with the Brewers first. First of all,
just one, by the way, just knocked off 6-0.
Insanely good baseball. What is your take? They seem to not be embracing the tarps off.
Well, they changed it. So the team reversed it. Tonight, they put up on the big board, they said, if you're doing tarps off, they wanted them to go to the Miller Lite Landing. Now, all the fans said, nah, we're going to not do that. We're going to sit up in the left field corner like we've been doing the last 3 nights. So they did it up in the left field corner again, which I have a lot of sentimental value, is that's the left field corner that I basically watched the entire 2018 NLCS because it was the cheapest seats in the house. And now the boys are using it to get turned up, and the Brewers are winning. So it's a tough one against LA. You know, you had 9 in a row against them in the regular season, so you were bound to lose that series. But I mean, sweep of the Cubs, up 2-0 on the Cardinals. I mean, yeah, things in Brewertown couldn't be better, but it does feel like the rest of my sports world is kind of crumbling, which is depressing, but it's part of life.
So timeout. That was the that was the Dodger series, right?
Yeah, the Dodgers series was over the weekend.
No,
Lost
no.
to
I'm talking about 2018.
Oh, 2018 was Dodgers. Yeah,
Oh,
took them to 7. I was at game 1, 2, 5, and 7. Or no, I didn't go to 5, but I went to 7.
dude, I was at game 5 and game
Oh,
7.
nice. I didn't even know that. We didn't know. We knew of each other. Maybe
No,
not.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Like,
Yeah, probably not.
oh my god, dude, I had a fun time there.
Oh, it was well. The weather was cold as shit. There were we had a great. Oh my god, Wemby is I don't know if you saw that yet, but what the fuck?
I'm grinding out baseball right now just because I
Yeah, Wemby just did something that again only Wemby can do. A lob, foul, tapped it in with one hand over Shea, and Shea just didn't know what to do with them. But no, man, the 2018 was a great run. I put myself in magnificent amounts of credit card debt because I was like 23, 22. Got to play around with Capital One on that one, but no, it was worth every fucking penny. It was a great series. And then, Yelich hit the home run, I think in the first or the second, and then everything went downhill from there. We went to back when it was TGI Fridays in left field. Fridays strong.
The TGI Fridays.
Dude, Fridays Strong Islands. We tried to hit that as a rally cry.
Fucking
It was
good old days.
It was good. Hey, that better than the bar to be named later that they've got right now. But yeah,
God.
man, you can reminisce on those good days. But hey, Brewers are. I could not be more optimistic about any of my teams than the Brewers. Number one prospect in baseball with Jesus Madej. Plenty of talent left and right, but you gotta just everything else. You hopefully tune it out and we figure it out, right?
So let's bring to Giannis.
Yep, let's do it.
Gun to your head. What do you think happens?
Gun to my head, I think he's going to Miami. I think we're getting Jaime Jaquez and Hero. I think that's your best with Kalel Ware is the best that I've seen. If the Spurs, I don't. There was a time where Castle and I mean there were multiple guys on the table for Giannis for the Spurs, but now, I mean, Dylan Harper would have been sick. I think they were going to give us Castle and Harper at one point.
See, that's what I wanted.
But that's gone. That's not happening.
They wouldn't do it. The Spurs.
That window's done. That window was open last summer, I think. But I mean, at the same time, did you think these guys were all just going to progress like this? It's hard to say. But right now, I think our best deal is Miami. They have some first round picks that they can get off, and that's kind of what our guys are looking for. It's not going to end up well. I mean, like you said, there's a big if they end up like the OKC, but shit, man.
I'm telling you, dude. Like you can trade Giannis, get all these picks. There is a world where a contender will want Portis. You get some picks.
I don't think there's Portis value, and I think Miles has got no value. Dude, Miles in a world where I will say in a world where there's some centers where obviously Hackemich is still available in New York. The fact that can happen, but I mean, I just don't know who needs it. Who needs a center? Who needs that kind of center right now that's not going to play inside? Maybe get you a block a game and hope to God he shoots 35% from 3. That's not a conducive winning way with a center, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. It's not good. It does feel like we might have strung this along too long. But injuries are a part of that. If a guy keeps getting hurt, like Giannis, you got to kind of move him when he's healthy. And right now, he didn't finish the end of the year, so he's not. He's not fully healthy, and yeah, I don't know. It's not great.
I don't know. There always is going to be the what if with them.
Dude, there's so many what ifs. I mean, what if Giannis was healthy during the Dame series against, Indiana, where Chris Middleton won us a game? Can Giannis win us a few more? Probably, but we'll never know.
Or, I mean, there's the COVID. I mean, think how good they were during COVID.
Dude, 60 plus wins, and then you lose to Hero and company. I was down in Milwaukee.
Momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's you had the momentum of the championship, the Drew Holiday thing. I think.
Momentum. I mean, it is.
It is right. It is what it is at this point. But man, I don't know. I don't know what the right move is. Like, you can take as many draft picks as you want. If you look at the Bucks' history of drafting guys, it's not good. I mean, there are no good stories outside of Giannis as far as our draft picks. So I don't know.
Brogdon was good. I got a Brogdon jersey somewhere. He was solid.
I mean, he was good, but he was also 27 when we drafted him. Like, of course he was.
What's your takeaway from the weekend, my friend?
My takeaway from the weekend, man, the Knicks are way better than I thought they were. They just, I mean, bell to bell. I mean, you blow a 20-point lead in game one. If you're the Cavs, that was your season. You had it right there. You could have really put the pressure on them, and you didn't. You blew it, and you lost all momentum, and you never got it back. But that's the NBA, man. That's how it works. It's the story of one game, and it's silly. It's like, oh, one game will fix a series or change a series. It's like, I don't know. One game, you win by, if you do that right and you win by 25, 35 points, you got a whole different series. But shit, you didn't. You blew it, and you don't have that series anymore.
So someone commented shooting regression. Like, I was doing this thing with the Knicks. So where is it? Knicks shooting regression is insane. They're due for some regression.
It has to. But we've said that every year. Remember Boston? Boston was the only way they could win games is if they hit threes, and they just kept hitting threes. Like, I think that's kind of the world we're in right now. It's like, if you got a team that'll hit their threes, you're probably going to win. And if they don't, they're probably going to lose. That's just the NBA we live in.
So I looked at it. The 3-game winning streak against the Hawks, they shot 41%, Hawks 27%. Against Philly, 46%. Philly shot 28%. Against the Cavs, 38%, and the Cavs shot 29%. So dude, this winning streak they're on, they're shooting 42% compared to the opponent's 28%, which is absolutely absurd.
And as someone who has an arguably top 3 to 4 best player in the game, the fact that we were not even in the fucking mix this year with the way the East was, so disappointing, because it feels like a year, if you had Giannis and Dame fully healthy, you had a chance in the East, but damn, the Bucks never did. I mean, the second you moved on from Dame, it just never worked. So,
yeah. It was just a panic move to keep Giannis there. I mean, let's call it.
You had to make the move, stretch Dame, which I didn't even know that whole thing was possible. Which great that they did it to go get Miles, but Miles is not. Miles isn't what we thought he was. You and I were talking about it pre-stream. Like, I just don't know what kind of value Miles Turner has in the NBA right now.
You got enough. You know what I mean? Realistically,
yeah.
My takeaway. Okay. I don't know what the flying fuck my Detroit Tigers are doing. They blew a franchise. A 15.5 division lead last year. The biggest collapse in Major League Baseball history.
That I didn't know.
Seattle in the second round because they refused to make a move that everyone needed. They needed to do another frontline starter. They hoarded their prospects, protected the farm system like it was untouchable, and it cost them, in my eyes, a shot at the title with how good and overperforming everyone was doing. Now, fast forward to this season. They came in with the second best odds to win the AL Central, top 11 odds to win the World Series. And where are they now? One of the worst teams in baseball, the second worst record in the league. Over the last 81 games, they have the same exact record as the fucking Colorado Rockies. Yeah.
That's ugly. That's ugly.
Injuries matter. Jackson Jobe, getting hurt matters. Reese Olson getting hurt matters. But here's the problem. The front office already knew the rotation depth was shaky and did absolutely nothing to address it. You watch in the season praying that Jack Flaherty would hold things together and that Valdez, who they signed from the Astros, would become a legit number 2 against Skubal.
I don't know how he wasn't. I don't know. Fromber, I had all the hope for. I bet on him so many times in Houston.
It's just wishful thinking because he is what he is. He's just not that good.
Yeah, and he's old. He's getting old. He's what, 30 some odd years old?
And last season was the window. Guys are overperforming across the board instead of pushing the chips in and going for it. This organization got scared to trade its prospect. Now the big thing was the rumored deal was Max Clark and Kevin Magano, who are their top 2 prospects, both are top 10, going to Pittsburgh for Skeens. And Detroit didn't want to do it. That was the big rumor. Now, if that's true, shame on them. This season is spiraling out of control. Yeah. Instead of bringing up the talent, AJ Hinch. So a reporter asked him, "Why aren't you bringing anyone up?" He goes, "Well, if we do that, that means someone has to. It's not that simple. If we do that, someone's going to lose their job and be sent back down, or possibly designated for another team. That's how sports works." Akil Badu is currently in our minor league system, which I thought he was going to be a guy for you guys. I mean, if you don't perform, you lose your job. Spencer Torkerson, Zach McKinsey, Torres, Zach Short, multiple guys on this roster are not producing, but somehow the organization is terrified of accountability. So what exactly is the point of protecting the farm system if you're not going to bring up the prospects? Bring up Max Clark. Bring up Max Anderson. Let the kids fucking play. At least give the fan base a season to watch. Now, AJ Hinch, how the hell do you still have a job? You oversaw the biggest collapse in Major League Baseball history. Now, through 54 games, you got the second worst record in baseball. How many managers survive this? Seriously. People keep on saying, well, it's the injuries. I'm going to shout out your Brewers. The Brewers have dealt with a million injuries this year. Most of our guys have been sitting on an injury report. Everybody. This organization. We're missing our number 2 pitcher. He hasn't pitched this year. You adapted. You dealt with it. You brought up your young guys. Yeah, you know what I mean? We keep bringing up young pitchers, and I'm like, awesome, sick. We got another guy, and another guy, and another guy, and another guy. And we do nothing. We just run out the same shit day after day after day. Yeah, it's the story of 2 franchises. I mean, one of them is in win now mode. The other one, I do think Detroit was like, well, this is great. This is awesome. We can sell this to the fans. We can get the hype up. We can sell tickets. But you kind of missed the whole back end part where, like, you actually make the moves and you get the guys in place to be a contender. This should have been a win now move. Win now. You know what I mean? Bottom line is Skabol's gone. You know what I mean? He's not signing for this shit. Nope. And now his trade value is fucking worthless. So crazy that this is the guy that was like, well, I kind of want to pitch the World Baseball Classic, but I wasn't sure. Now I'm feeling it's like, wow, we played this whole fucking game, 3 months ago, and now you're just out. It's like, okay, well, great. I have no idea what they're doing. I think Hitch should be fired. I thought it was a terrible fucking hire when they hired him. And to this day, I think it is. Like, I think if they didn't cheat, he's not winning a fucking title, dude. So it's the funny thing with that. You know, he had his shot to take a young Detroit team and kind of not wipe it off his resume, but like he takes that Detroit team to the ALCS. I mean, the idea of him as a manager, people are like, okay, you got it. But you've kind of only shown that you can win when you cheat. I don't know. It's sickening, but let's get in some bets, dude. That's what let's do it for. We each got 3 bets. What where are you at here, man? First bet, boom.
Yeah, Brewers money line. We talked about it. You talked about it. The peer-to-peer market, you're getting 10, 15, sometimes 20% better on the money line. And the fact that you're getting Brewers minus 121 tomorrow is just unreal. You could get that Poly Market, Kalshi. I'm sure ProphetX is very much the same way as Bet Openly and all. I mean, I only at this point I'm using. I mean, my bookie is the bookie that I use. And God bless him. He's a great human. He's just not getting my action because the market says you don't have a good line anymore. And in the world of peer-to-peer, man, it's interesting. It's interesting where we live in, man. I'm in Wisconsin. You know the struggles that I live with when it comes to betting, and I can go on ProphetX, I can go on Kalshi, I can go on Polymarket. I can get my action done for cheap, Bet Openly, everything. And yeah, I'm going to keep taking the Brewers. I think this is a perfect sweep opportunity for them. I think the Cardinals have hit a dead spot as far as their hitting. It's shown this series, 1 run in 2 games. But yeah, I like the Brewers tomorrow. I think it's a cheap line. I don't know who's pitching because we just had some, like you talked about, injury-wise. We don't fully know who's going to go. Logan Henderson is hitting the 15-day IL. So, yeah, I don't care who's pitching tomorrow, to be honest. I trust that we're going to throw someone well worth it. I'm kind of hoping it's Aaron Ashby. I think Ashby's going to get a start because he's got 8 wins right now, which is like second in the NL, and he's a relief pitcher.
Aaron Ashby, hilarious. My first one, I am going to the Rangers minus a half for the first 5. Comes down to fading Michael Barrows. Struggled badly this season. 5.75 ERA, 1.53 WHIP. Last 2 starts, 8.53 ERA, 1.72 WHIP. Underlining metrics aren't too inspiring either. Baseball savant Barros, a -10 pitching run value, relies heavily on his breaking stuff, yet his breaking ball pitch value sits at -1. Expected ERA 4.17, 250 expected batting average. Hard hit rate of 60% and just a 27% ground ball rate. That's not good. Barrow has been disastrous first 5 spread market this season, 2-8, -63.8% ROI. Flip side, Jake the Snake DeGrom has been dominant. Expected ERA 6 at 3.86, while opponents have managed just a 14% hard hit rate against him. When DeGrom is healthy and dealing, I'm looking to back him early before the bullpen gets involved. Texas is swinging the bat well lately, ranking top 10 in both hits and team batting average over the last week. Everything lines up for the Rangers to have the edge here. I'm back in the Rangers minus a half for the first 5, my friend. Jesus, dude, this jump kid, man. This first inning was just immaculate. After this first inning,
It's terrible.
this kid, I mean, is just brutal, dude.
Would you believe me if in like the 2 minutes that you've been talking here that Shea has been on the ground 3 times?
Well, I just need Shea to pass it to Wallace open in the corner.
This game's getting a little tight for those that are watching. You better flip on NBA on NBC. This is getting a little tight here. I like this, but no.
2 Ks, 1, 2, 3 inning. Now he's in the top of the first. 3 earned ones. Still only 2 Ks and 1 walk. Like, he's just the definition of a struggle bus.
Yeah, bad spot.
The definition of a struggle bus.
Yeah, not bueno, not bueno.
We're not here to talk about that though. Not here to listen to me bitch about jump. Let's go ahead. Next bet, my friend. You are going to my boy
Casey. Yeah, I like Mize under 4.5 hits. So this is a tough one to get early. Prize Picks put it out early. I found it on a couple of miscellaneous books. But under 4.5 hits, he's 5 out of 5 getting this thing done. He's averaging 3 hits. LA's probably going to bat like 3 lefties, maybe 4. Mize has lefties batting under the Mendoza line. They're batting like 190. So I like him against lefties. LA had 15 hits and 10 runs in their day game today. I have a feeling those boys are going to go enjoy their night in Detroit. They have the night off. We understand how some of these professionals handle this night off. And they have a game at 3:40 tomorrow. So they're out in Los Angeles. Those guys are probably going to have a decent night out in Los Angeles. I think that Casey's going to have another good day. I think under 4.5 hits is a good spot. You're probably going to be sitting in that minus 110 to 120 range as far as the price. But again, keep an eye on these fucking peer-to-peers because every now and again you can get them.
I mean, they're 100% better. Like 100% better. It's absolutely
there's no question. Anyone betting on FanDuel and DraftKings and all this other stuff is just foolish at this point. You're pissing your money away. It's like I don't understand why guys are, unless you really don't care about it. Because I think there are a lot of people that just, I don't care if I win or lose. I don't care if I pay the VIG, whatever it is. But man, if you actually care even a little bit, I don't know about that.
I'm going to the south side here. I'm taking
outside
the Chicago White Sox here on the first 5 minus 114. Quietly been one of the better first 5 teams in baseball this season. 10.8% ROI overall, 8th best mark in the league. At home, 24.9% ROI, second in MLB. David Sandler for the White Sox is making his MLB debut. Upside here. Fastball mid-90s, has touched 100. Nasty slider in the low 90s. Sweeper in the mid-80s. Splitter in the high 80s. And developing a curveball which is at the high 70s. Sets up well as the Twins rank in the bottom half of the league against right-handed pitching. For Minnesota, Connor Philippe will get the start. We backed him earlier this season when he made his debut, made some money. Now this is a spot willing to fade him. The market appears to be adjusting to him as well. Recent form been shaky, 4.2 ERA, 1.4 whip over his last couple starts. Underlining numbers concerning as well. A massive 70% hard hit rate, while only a 27% ground ball rate. Not the profile I want to back on the road against a team that consistently produces in the first 5. I'll take the White Sox here, minus 114, my friend, for the first 5. Next bet.
Yeah, can I take you to the north side?
Take me to the north side, my friend.
I'm gonna take you to the north side. My everyone knows I love the Cubs. Huge fan of everything they do as an organization. They are just absolute class when it comes to everything. Yeah, man, they sucked in last weekend. They have just absolutely ate shit since they got super excited about their second 10-game winning streak. They are now on a 10-game losing streak. But I'll tell you what, against Bubba Chandler, who's 1-6 with an ERA just under 5, this is kind of a good spot for them. This is the, Cubs losing 10 straight after winning. This is kind of the epitome of a Chicago sports fan. You can't have good things. You sold your souls for the 90s Bulls. You took out a second mortgage for a 2016 World Series. Don't get too excited. They don't owe you that much. But I think this is a great spot for the Cubs to actually get a win. So I'm going to be betting the Cubbies tomorrow. Whoa, we got a technical foul for San Antonio. Oh, yuck. Dude, yuck.
Wallace had 7 points at half, and he has yet to shoot the ball. So here's the thing. Like, I don't know. Did we talk about what I was doing when the Cubs won it all?
No. What were you up to?
So do you remember? I mean, you're probably young as fuck. You probably don't remember him, but Joe Carter.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so mean. Hit them all, Joe. You've never hit a bigger shot in your life.
So I was dating Joe Carter's daughter.
Oh, that's fucked up.
During
what?
Yeah, dude. I was dating Joe Carter's daughter.
He hits me with a yeah, dude, as if that's just like a very normal person's daughter to be dating.
Come on, dude. Come on, man. Dude, I've had my run-ins. I roll.
I get it.
So because Joe did some work for the Cubs, we went to every fucking game. Dude, we're at Cleveland for game 6. Like we went to
what a side quest.
there is a casino next to where the Guardians play, Old Jacobs Field. We go there after game 6. Fucking what's his name? Jake Arrieta is ponied up on the fucking blackjack table. $10. I mean, he was being a cheap ass $10 min, but
that's crazy. Jake Arrieta, $10 minimum hands.
He pitched over he pitched game 6.
That man is worth $100 million.
100. He pitched over 100 pitches. He wasn't pitching the next game, dude. He was just there grinding, man. I'll find the picture and I'll send it.
Hey, don't worry. Somebody posted a picture of Jackson Churio bellied up at Pato about a week ago on their off day. So, hey, the Kings get it. They understand.
Like I went to before game 1 against the Raptors in the Eastern Conference Final. We're at Potawatomi before the game, and one of the blackjack dealers was like, "Yeah, all the Raptors were here till late last night. I'd bet against them." It was
Wait, you said game 1?
Yeah, game 1.
Oh, smoked them. I was at game 2 on Sunday.
Dude, I was at game 1 and 2. That was when I had season tickets, dude. That's when I was living my baller life.
Dude, game 2, I walked out of that stadium. We were up 2-0. It was a noon tip in Milwaukee. We hit all like the new spots that they just built, got some morning drinks, got brunch. Best day ever. We walked out of that stadium. We're going to the fucking finals. There's no chance that they come back 2-0, but they did.
Are you ready to be disgusted?
I'm already disgusted. You got me here disgusted.
I kid you not, 100-1 ticket for the Bucks to win the East and a 200-1 ticket for them to win the NBA championship that year.
I'll tell you what, you had all the right odds.
I did not do anything. You know what I mean? I had them offshore. I just
it just didn't hedge out or anything?
Didn't hedge out, didn't do anything, dude.
I always go back and forth. It feels like every March I go back and forth because college basketball, I always feel like I have the most futures. And I end up by the end of the tournament just hedging myself to like almost oblivion. But no, I get it. It's the Brewers in 2018. I had a 65-1 World Series ticket. Didn't touch it. Or sorry, NL. It was a NL pennant ticket. Didn't touch it the whole series. Had no idea that hedging was a good idea. I was 23. I was an idiot. But yeah, man. We're gonna get a tight one here in the Western Conference Finals. Let's go.
I'm staying in that same game. But you know what? I just took the over 8.5.
Sure. I think it's a good over.
Jameson Talian comes in 5.2 ERA, underlying metrics back to the struggles. Expected ERA the same. 252 expected batting average against the massive 55% hard hit rate, 21% count. Ground ball rate leans heavily on this fastball, throwing it nearly 30% of the time.
And I don't think it's touching north of like 95, if I know.
Has a -9 run value.
Yeah.
Pirates hit that pitch well. Flip side, talk about Bubba. Dude, I'll admit it. I was so pumped about my Bubba Chandler 16-1.
I've got Bubba Chandler numbered cards. I've got rookie cards. I've got all the cards of Bubba Chandler. And I'm like, am I sitting on dick? Like, what the fuck?
4.6 ERA, 4.49 expected.
Have we seen a worse start to like this hyped up of a season?
No, it's been brutal, dude. Like I have no idea.
It just feels like the young guys produce when there's a guy like him that seemingly was a sure thing. It seemed like it was going to be Skeens, Chandler, and they'll figure out the rest. And Chandler, at this point, again, it's super early. We don't want to pile on for a guy this early in his career, but for the hype that was coming with it, usually we don't see a 1-6 record with this kind of.
The thing is with him though, is you look at his metrics, it's like, dude, you're lights out with the off-speed pitch,
and he won't touch it.
Why the fuck are you throwing the fastball so much?
He loves it. He's addicted. I think his fastball, what was his fastball percentage? It's like 59 or 60%.
Mid-50s.
Yeah, it's very high for a guy that does not. It's not like Mizorowski, unfortunately. But yeah,
First
Bubba's just
100K,
nah.
dude. Um, then what was the other thing? PNC Park Trends over
Ooh.
61% this year, 15.8% ROI. When NL divisional teams play against each other this year, over sit at 56%. Pirates offense has enough power to take advantage of Talion struggles. Cubs, even though they're struggling, I think they're going to take advantage of Bubba Chandler's struggles. I'm going to take this over at 8.5, my friend.
Have you? I know you're a well-traveled sports aficionado. Have you been out to PNC?
Um, it's on the bucket list.
Same.
I do have a story I can share with you off air, but
Nice. But
off air.
in my opinion, I can tell you from I've had buddies that make the trip out to Pittsburgh for the like a Brewers series, like every year. It does seem like the best. I mean, you've got the gambling, you've got the nightlife, you've got a beautiful stadium, and you usually win the games, which is a underrated portion of a travel. So, no, I've heard nothing but amazing things about Pittsburgh.
I went last year. I went to San Diego.
Oh, Petco, no,
I went
I
out to
want
Petco.
another bucket list.
Fucking phenomenal. Went out to Petco. Went to the game. I think against the Cardinals on Friday night. Then went out to a couple bars. After that, next Saturday, went down to Del Mar, the horse track.
Oh, Del Mar's right, dude. That's a beautiful
Sunday
turn.
was at the beach. Just living the high life, man. Just living the high life. And this year, I'm going out to see America's team, dude. The Colorado Rockies, dude.
I was gonna say, where are you going with this?
America's team, the
Have you
Colorado fucking Rockies, dude.
have you had a chance yet?
No, I am going out. Oh my god, this guy just hit a home run. Dude, like watching the Diamondbacks play is just fucking hilarious. No, I'm going out in July. Gonna hang out with my boy David, who lives out there.
You're
He's
gonna
been
love
eyeing
it.
me to come out, so I'll go check
It's
the.
my brother-in-law lived in Colorado, or lived in Denver, not far from the stadium, and we went out there, man. There is now, if you want to go watch good baseball, maybe not the place for you unless you're an away fan, but dude, the setting, the price of getting in slash, you know, drinks and food and all that, the accessibility being in Denver, the pot smoking, as I am a aficionado of, there's just so many good things. I can't say enough good things.
My boy Wallace is not shooting the ball, which is pissing me off. The 4th of July game is insane though. Tickets go for over $100. So the fireworks, I guess, is just off the chart, dude.
Been there, unreal. It feels like the U.S. Army comes in and just lights it up. It's a very cool thing. You're not going to be disappointed. Like it's one of those things that even though my brother-in-law doesn't live out there anymore, Brewers and Rockies will be a constant in my life. I will always go out for a series if it's available.
I mean, I'll roll with it, dude. Where's the other place I want to go to? I want to go to Marlins Park, dude, for some reason too.
Really?
I want to go to Marlins Park, and then I also want to go. I want to see a game in Sacramento before they move to Vegas.
You and Miami, you're gonna come home with a Colombian mommy. You're not gonna like that.
Nothing wrong with that, my friend. Okay, and I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your schedule, coming on. When you tell the people where they can find you, and rumor on the street says you're going to be doing some stuff for MAC football this year.
Yeah, so there are some things in the works. For those of you, so you can follow me on Twitter or X at _Okane __. Yeah, man, you know me. I'm when it comes to college football, obviously I love the Big Ten, big Badger fan. that's not exactly the most fulfilling life right now. So I've been watching a lot more of the MAC. I've been following the MAC, especially in the world of NIL. I think the MAC is maybe one of the more interesting conferences in college football. So there's a possibility that I'm going to do a little bit more MAC specific stuff for and whether it's for a company that pays me to do it, or I'm just going to do it myself. As you know me, I don't really give a fuck. I will do it regardless. But yes, there is some things in the work with the Maction guys that this fall might be a little different. And I tell you what, man, Tuesdays and Wednesdays in late October, November, there ain't much better.
I mean, you got a little Sac State, Ball State, dude.
Dude, what the fuck else do you want? Also, yeah, Sac State coming in.
Sac State, Ball State.
That's gonna Sac State coming in, NIU, which is in my lifetime, they recruited me. They were a big fucking staple in the Midwest. So like, it's gonna be really weird not having NIU involved anymore. Because I mean, you know the NIU thing, the Jordan Lynch era. I mean that
Dude,
shit.
I remember Jordan Lynch.
That took over everything in the Midwest. I mean, it really did. I mean, we were like, wait a minute, there's a school in Northern Illinois that's worth a shit watching. And then slowly but surely kind of learned that there's a whole ecosphere that revolves around mostly Midwest players that maybe weren't quite good enough to make it to that next level, but are going to grind their ass off and play the funniest version of football on the worst nights you could think of. And honestly, at this point in my life, it's the most entertaining thing that comes with college football. So some people love to watch the SEC and watch them tear each other's heads apart. I like to watch the boys in the MAC. So that's kind of my.
And it's just kind of weird. Like, I'll be honest, it's just kind of weird how it fucking like pans out. Like, I was looking back at it. You know, the team I bet on or bet against the most last year, and because of that, I ended up watching them the most last year.
God, is it a MAC team?
No, Conference USA, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but you and I get it, man. That's where the value is. It's the smaller conferences. We could sit here and we could talk about the SEC and the Big Ten until we're blue in the face. But the good information, I would say maybe not proprietary information, but like if you know where to get MAC and small conference info, there's a big money to be made. So I always tell people, keep an eye on the MAC. It's not a bad way to make your nut in the fall.
It's just the value things. Who's going to be, it's all about betting the book and beating the book and everything. Who's going to want to bet on MAC? I mean, like for me, it was strictly betting against or with Middle Tennessee State football last year. So
sure.
Give that man a follow. Be on the lookout for his MAC stuff. We'll be back next week with my boy Bryce giving you an NBA Finals preview. Until then, best of luck in your bets. We'll talk soon, my friend.
Thanks, gang. Love you guys.